People often believe that luxury belongs only to the lucky, the ones born into wealth, connections, and comfort. They see the cars, the watches, the vacations, and they assume it must be destiny. But luxury is not destiny. It is a decision. Aarav was not born into comfort. He grew up in a small house where the paint was fading and the ceiling fan made more noise and wind. His father ran a small roadside shop, earning just enough to keep food on the table. His mother stitched clothes late into the night, her fingers tired but her heart strong. As a child, Aarav noticed something. His parents never complained. They sacrificed silently. And one day, while watching his mother count small notes carefully to pay a bill, he made a promise to himself. One day, I will change this life. He didn't know how. He didn't have money. He didn't have connections. But he had something more powerful. Hunger. While others spent time scrolling aimlessly, Aarav studied successful entrepreneurs. He read about people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. Not because he wanted fame, but because he wanted proof that starting small didn't mean staying small. He began learning digital skills online. Nights became shorter. Sleep became optional. There were months when he earned almost nothing. Friends mocked him. Relatives advised him to be realistic. But Aarav understood something they didn't. Every master was once a beginner. Failure visited him often. Projects collapsed. Clients disappeared. Savings ran out. But every failure taught him something money couldn't buy. Resilience. Years passed. Then one ordinary morning, something extraordinary happened. A project he'd been building quietly gained massive attention online. Messages flooded in. Orders multiplied. His phone buzzed nonstop. For the first time, his bank account reflected his effort. But the real success wasn't in the numbers. It was the day he walked into his father's shop and gently said, "You've worked enough. It's my turn now." Months later, a sleek black Mercedes stopped outside their old house. Neighbors stared. The same people who once doubted now whispered in disbelief. But Aarav wasn't thinking about them. He was thinking about the nights his mother stitched clothes under a dim bulb. He was thinking about the silent sacrifices. Soon life transformed. He moved his parents into a beautiful home filled with light and space. He traveled the world, stayed at iconic places like the Burj Al Arab, and stood proudly in front of the Eiffel Tower, not just as a tourist, but as someone who had earned his moment. Yes, he owned luxury cars. Yes, he wore expensive watches. Yes, he lived the lifestyle people dream about. But real luxury? Real luxury was freedom. Freedom to choose his time. Freedom to take care of his parents. Freedom to say no to anything that disturbed his peace. Luxury is not about showing the world how rich you are. It's about proving to yourself how strong you are. Our story is not about money. It's about mindset. Because at the end of the day, the biggest difference between ordinary and extraordinary is simple. Ordinary people wait for the right moment. Extraordinary people create it. So if you have a dream of living a luxury life, remember this. The car is the reward. The mansion is the reward. The lifestyle is the reward. But the real treasure is the person you become while building it. Now, the question is not whether luxury is possible. The question is, are you ready to pay the price?